What's up, guys? Alex Hoddle here, InstinctReport.com. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for watching this video, everything else. The other day from the shooting of this video, Trump announced the 6th branch of the United States military, and this is pretty fucking exciting. He announced the Space Force. If you're not approaching this from a partisan perspective, you may be thinking, are there aliens coming? Are there asteroids coming? There's something we don't know here. What the hell is going on? And you know, there is something that most people don't know. I mean, people who follow what's going on in the world probably know, but I haven't seen this being picked up in very many places or at all. Maybe it has, but I haven't seen it. The real off-planet threat to humanity is Jeff Bezos. And again, you might be thinking, Jeff Bezos, what? I mean, the world's richest person who's worth $141 billion? Well, yeah, I mean, just with those numbers alone, you might think he might be up to no good. Maybe, I don't know, because you don't just become richer and richer and richer for, no reason or anything behind it. I mean, don't become that rich because you want to be that rich. I mean, at that point, you have a nice house, you have a nice car, you can buy any wife you want. And I'll get to more on that in a second on why Jeff Bezos. But here is kind of an indication that this may be why Trump announced this. About 3 weeks before Trump made the announcement of the Space Force, Jeff Bezos came out, because he has Blue Origin's, a space company. If you're not familiar with that, that's Jeff Bezos' space company. He announced that he's going to colonize the moon. And it's no secret that Jeff Bezos has plans for outer space. He's said, he's quoted to say, we need to colonize Mars because it's, quote, cool. You don't just colonize fucking Mars because it's cool. You do it because you have a plan behind it. Once you colonize Mars, you can do this or that. You don't just colonize it because it's cool. What do you mean colonize it? I just realized this is like modern colonialism from a corporate. This is like the modern East India Company or something. Maybe not the same. Well, I mean, it's pretty similar. I mean, if you read up on Jeff Bezos's facilities, I mean, they're not very nice places. But a lot of people are like, especially on the right, or capitalist pro-business people are like, well, he's a private enterprise, Amazon is. And, why not? I mean, we're all for private industry, right? We're all capitalists and everything. Well, Jeff Bezos, I mean, his public politics are definitely not pro-capitalism. I mean, just look at the Washington Post. I mean, that's his newspaper. I mean, just look at what he says. He's all about one world government. He's all about distributing wealth and taking guns away from people, and just the whole leftist line. I mean, just the whole, diversity, fucking political correctness thing. I mean, it's just anything left, he's publicly for it, which obviously in his real life, in his own practices, he's a cutthroat fucking capitalist. Jeff Bezos has publicly stated, I mean, you just look it up and I'll have some clips here, that he wants to have all manufacturing be taken off the planet Earth, and have the whole planet Earth be zoned residential. Now, how can a private enterprise be zoned, declare all of Earth be residential? Well, any business on Amazon, or not any, but a lot of businesses on Amazon, or a lot of businesses that have used Amazon as a avenue for sales, end up having all of their sales, or a great majority of them, be only on Amazon. KitchenAid is one of them. They used to be all over the place in retail locations. I mean, they still are, but they get most of their sales off of Amazon. If Amazon left tomorrow, KitchenAid wouldn't be doing so hot. Like the mixers that Emerald had and everything. And so therefore, since a lot of these businesses depend on Amazon for their customer base, they have to grovel to Amazon. They completely suck Amazon's feet because that's where their sales are. Amazon completely has full dominance over them in a corporate fashion, which the leftists, apparently love. Given that, and then given his ambitions for space, he wants to control humanity, the whole planet Earth, through corporate means. This is the corporate takeover. I mean, it is just right there in the face. And Trump announcing the Space Force a few weeks after Bezos announced colonizing the moon, I don't think there's much of a coincidence there. The tech elites, like Facebook, who launches satellites all the time, with SpaceX, Elon Musk, he's weird. He just announced he's a crazy socialist, but then apparently he's all about empowering humanity through free energy and stuff with Tesla and everything. Or not free energy, but I'm sure he would if he wanted to, if he had the technology. But I don't know if Elon Musk is a good guy or bad guy or not. But these tech elites who steal your data, use it, compile information to steer the mass consciousness back to them, to grovel to them, they don't have very great ambitions in mind for humanity. They're not there to empower us by any stretch of the imagination. Trump, I think, wants to put humanity in a position to where we're empowered. He doesn't want to push us. Well, yeah, he wants to push us to empowerment, but he's not going to give us the empowerment. He wants us to be in a position where we want to empower ourselves, and the only way to do that is through freedom. Now, again, the leftists should be celebrating that Trump announced the Space Force, because full government control over space from private industry, from the world's richest people, I think, you know, that's their like whole platform. The leftists, I mean, yeah, take away the corporations and replace it with the government, because that's fucking that'll work. But that's what Trump is doing when it comes to space so far. Given that I'm right, that he's trying to counter Jeff Bezos' agenda of out leveraging all business on Earth to zone all of Earth residential, and the only businesses that are able to do business have to do it off the fucking planet, on Mars, in a fucking red desert with no oxygen, 100 degrees below zero. But this marks a very pivotal point in the human story. This is super exciting. I think in my lifetime, and I'm 31 years old, we're gonna see a lot of people going into space. I want to go to space. I want to do it. Well, honestly, I want to have my own little fucking spacecraft and like fly up, you know, whenever I want. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna take a ride. You know, I'm just gonna cruise around the moon because I'm bored. That'd be kind of cool. People they're making a big joke out of this. Isn't this the goal? Isn't going to space the goal? Aren't flying cars the goal? Like not like fucking rent a Uber that flies. I'm talking about your own fucking flying car. You're bitching about how there's, you know, roads and parking lots everywhere, and all these roads and the construction of them, and you know, cutting down trees and shit. I mean, if you had flying cars, there'd be no fucking roads. Anyway, that's my rant for you today. That is such a big deal. The Space Force. The Space Force. I mean, I'm excited to see what the uniforms are like. I mean, are we gonna have space troops with like lasers? Are we gonna have, you know, anti-gravity? Are we gonna be going light speed? This is super exciting. It's what's meant to happen. And people will make a big joke about this. Well, here, how about this? You'll have like an Elysium type scenario where the whole fucking planet is a big ghetto. Or how would you like to even like work towards having your own personal spacecraft that's powered off of free energy, that's just in the ether, fly up around the moon, you know, maybe go really close to the sun because your craft can take those kind of temperatures, buzz alien ships because you want to mess with them or something? Or how would you like that kind of life? Or do you want to live in a ghetto? Or do you want to live and bitch about fucking racism or something? Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. That's a perfect alternative for life, from flying in space and exploring unknown worlds, and instead, you know, let's just bitch about racism. Good idea. Anyway, that's what I got for you today. Alex Howell here, InstinctReport.com. Thanks for joining me. Check out my blog on Steemit. Check out Instinct Report, all that. Thanks, guys.